can play my music. I'm stuck in the game. I pray on lose me. Check my neck, keep giving me bruise. They don't want these problems, cause we ain't lose. I'm calling the plays, just gotta keep moving. Only option is win, cause we ain't lose. Get a name in this game, you gotta be pro. All I know is loyalty for my team is what I stand on. It's simple, I turn the corner when got a sack and put my man.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see the Aviators' versatile running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Aviators and the Seahawks, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 43 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to roam now. And touchdown! A great effort there. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Right back to him on 1st down. There he goes left side. He may go. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Holding offense. We can't have that.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job. Ball and then execute his block.
They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. Now the Seahawks... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Powering his way forward. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Aviators take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Rasmussen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Pushing his way through. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Rasmussen. Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, With his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Seahawk football first and 10. Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. On first down, Rasmussen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds here. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really...
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward. Back now here on EA Sports. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession?
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to...
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the...
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
What was that, Rob?
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, there he goes, left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. An even 30 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And quickly, they get to the line.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now another timeout called for by the offense That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This is 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Anchorage, first down.
They'll try to run this one in. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No gain on the play. Brings up
They'll try and run for it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Anchorage,
they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight. Telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get